So, you came to see the boss. Click subscribe, smash the like button, and don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss future videos. Always remember what the boss says. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Good afternoon, tubers. This is Crypto Big Boss. Hey, it's actually April, maybe around April 11th, 2019. I saw this article. I'm a couple of days late on this one, but I just had to drop some commentary about this article that I saw here talking about SEC drops the bomb, approves Bitcoin ETFs. VanEck and Bitwise will be launching Bitcoin ETFs early next month following an emergency meeting by the SEC. I have been discussing how big a deal it is that when people evaluate different cryptocurrencies, we look not at these graphs, we look at events, we look at the media, we look at what's going on in different countries, and we look at how the destabilization of governments and how different currencies are being affected by the introduction of cryptocurrencies all over the globe. And for someone to write an article like this, to actually take time out of their schedule to write something that would get people excited about something this serious and present it as a joke, I just think that this is horrible. This is like the most distasteful thing that a writer can do. Listen to this. April Fools. In a shockingly sudden April Fool's first decision, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission has made the decision to approve not one, but two applications for Bitcoin-based exchange-traded funds early next month. Bitcoin's ETFs will be launched by Bitwise asset management and investment management firm VanEck. Now, these are legitimate submissions that have been posted on Edgar, the database for the Securities and Exchange Commission to consider these things. But this is just total falsehood. They're just making a joke out of the whole thing. The decision to approve the ETFs follows more than 6 months of delay decision making. The SEC has postponed the date that it said the decision on the applications more than 3 times. That's true. The most recent of these delays was announced just last Friday, March 29th. That's true. Okay, predictably, cryptocurrency markets have responded positively in the time since the announcement. The total cryptocurrency market cap has added 13.8 billion. The price of a Bitcoin increased roughly 4,080 to 6,000. Okay, we all know that we're not at a $6,000 Bitcoin, even though I do think it's coming, but this is an April Fool's joke. So they go on to say, however, an announcement posted just after midnight today, April 1st, explained that the SEC held an emergency meeting over the weekend to reconsider the decision following a public outrage at yet another delay. According to Rutgers report, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton phoned the members of the commission on Saturday morning to make the decision once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, when we are talking about something this serious, and we are talking about someone like the Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Jay Clayton, you don't need to be putting out misinformation about this. When you start talking about people's money and talking about investments, you're talking about people's livelihood. And people that have to make decisions about these kinds of commodities and about these types of assets, they don't have time. They don't have time for this bull. They don't have time for this bull. Okay, they just don't have time for it. This is not something to joke about. They go on to say they believe that Clayton was attempting to counteract the narrative that American government is unable to act without shutdowns and other shades of political chaos. You know, I understand what they're trying to do here. I agree with this comment. That's what we want, but it's not something we need to joke about. Okay, if we go on down, it says VanEck's most recent Bitcoin ETF application was filed in January. Bitwise originally filed its application last month of February 15th with the condition that the SEC would take just 45 days to reach a decision on the application. The commission was permitted to extend its decision-making time to 90 days. Last Friday, the extension was indeed deemed necessary. A presentation that Bitwise gave the SEC last week. Let's go over that again. VanEck most recent Bitcoin ETF application was filed in January. Bitwise originally filed its application last month on February 15th with the condition that the SEC would take just 45 days to reach a decision on the application. The commission was permitted to extend its decision-making time to 90 days if needed. Last Friday's extension was indeed deemed necessary. Presentation that Bitwise gave the SEC last week caused major shockwaves around the industry as the firm postulated that 95% of the reported Bitcoin trading volume is fake. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You put all this bullcrap out there, and then, you know, look at the comments. Finally, but isn't it a bit odd that this happened just a few days after the delay? You've got people actually responding to this as if this is real. Look at the next one. They have a solid ETF research analysis background. This is the boost that the industry needs. I know it, and my wallet knows it. Don't bite a gift horse in the mouth. Look at this. People are responding to a false news report that was meant to be a joke. Okay, let's go on. Look at the last one. You guys don't get it. The ETF approval may boost market values in the short term, but we're only getting closer and closer to the permanent death of the Bitcoin network as we know it. Hey, this person has a real opinion. They actually believe that this is what happened. They missed the last line. Clayton himself has remained publicly silent on the matter so far, save for 4 astounding words. Happy April Fools Day. Guys, when we talk about securities and assets, when we talk about people's money, let's keep it real. Let's be serious. Let's not sit up here and mesh the facts and mesh what we want and desire in our crypto space with BS. You know, if Clayton comes out, if Jay Clayton comes out to get you, you know what, you earned it. You wrote this article, you got great facts here, and then you tarnish it, with BS. This is Crypto Big Boss, and I'm out of here.